this is the Radiomaster Pocket Crush. The Pocket is one of my all-time favorite radios. We recently looked at the Boxer Crush, which was this one right here, and it's basically the upgraded version of the original Boxer. I really like this. This radio is, it's not perfect. I don't like the antenna, but it is pretty damn close. This, the Radiomaster Pocket Crush, it's coming in some really cool colors, so this is going to be coming out. And if you notice the price too, it is only let's see, 65 bucks, which I think is an absolute steal. My Pocket, I have put more packs through this bad boy than any other. It does come with some different color cases. It looks like this bad boy right here. It's got a whole bunch of different versions. I don't know, I kind of like the green one as well. I do have one of these coming for review, and I cannot wait. I think Radiomaster, they've made some really good things, and some important parts to note though. Who this is for? It is a great value radio. It doesn't go up to 1 watt, so I wouldn't recommend this for long range, although I have not had any fail safes on my Pocket. Like, it's more than enough for the type of flying I do, and I fly a lot. For 65 bucks, it's ELRS. I like the antenna function. It does not have good gimbals in there for this price, but it looks awesome. It's yeah, Dave S is saying $65, that is cheap. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. If you're getting into the hobby, you don't know what to get, this is basically a no-brainer. You can get this radio and never need to upgrade again for the rest of your entire FPV life. That's how good it is. You can also transport them down, so it would assume that it's going to be the same with this one. So in the back here, you do have some little stick ends. You can actually unscrew the sticks to make it for easy transport, but I find generally I never need to do that feature because it's so small anyway. It's really easy. You can just throw it in your backpack. The antenna folds down. I can put my arm switch on the right. So if you're one of the weird people like myself and not one of the strange lizard people out there, it's an absolute no-brainer. It'd be the radio if I started FPV and I wasn't doing it for a YouTube channel and I didn't need to do reviews or anything like that. I would buy this radio and be 100% happy never to have another radio again. There would be no reason for me to upgrade in the type of flying that I do. Of course, if you're doing wings or you're doing some extreme long ranges or you want to do some other strange functions, this might not be suited to you. But for the everyday, and I'm sure people agree, the everyday FPV drone pilot, whether that be racing or whether that be just doing some freestyle in the park, it's awesome. Now the best part, check this out. I've got these coming for review and I was very excited when I saw this. We have over here some gimbals. So these mini gimbals, I believe, will be able to go in the Pocket. The AG01s are that's what makes this Boxer radio so good. Like these big full-size CNC gimbals in here, they are a pretty decent upgrade, and the more I fly with them, I do feel like it's hard to go back. And to be able to get these gimbals in something like this that fits in here, absolutely golden. Now, I wouldn't say these gimbals are for everybody. If you look at this, these are more expensive than the entire radio themselves. So to get these, I don't know which color I'd go for. I do really like blue. Fingers crossed that's the version that comes, because it would look pretty amazing to have blue gimbals. I'd probably deck this out as like a pink clear case. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but to be able to put those gimbals in a little pocket radio, I feel like I would then have the perfect radio. Besides, I don't do that much long range, I don't do that much wing action, but for my everyday flying, I've got my all-time favorite radio with the best gimbals on the market, and I will be taking that everywhere. I don't think I'd ever need to swap out again, so I'm very, very excited for that. However, I want to say, for you people watching at home, or if you're watching this, you don't need to do this. I'm telling you right now, save your money. That $100 upgrade is absolutely not essential. You do not need to do that. I have an amazing 10 out of 10 time flying with this. This is just like a little bit of icing on the cake. It's sort of like, I'm trying to think of a good food analogy right here. Whatever I don't know, you're going to make a hamburger or a pizza, and then they're like, oh, by the way, you can have this little ingredient on the top. It's going to just add that little bit of extra finesse to it, and that's exactly what these gimbals are doing. However, it is expensive, so it makes sense for me. I fly for work, I fly all the time, But for an everyday beginner pilot, absolutely no way. Do not buy these as a beginner pilot, because that's one of the pitfalls I feel like that new pilots can get into, is buying the latest gear. You don't need it. Just stick with the standard pocket. However, if you love your pocket, you're getting a lot out of it. I am very grateful to have this option. So I don't know what colors you guys would get or what you would think. Drunken Bullet is saying he puts the arm switch on the right. Wow, I thought you were better, Stu. He joking, he's the same. Yeah, well, it just makes sense, right? Like, I can control the... Let me jump over here. If your arm switch is on the right, that means I can still keep my thumb on the throttle and make sure that it is centered down. For me, in my type of... I guess I can... I'm not... I just sort of disproved myself right there, but I don't know. I just feel like on the right makes so much more sense to me. I can entirely move this arm and take it off the radio to find the arm switch while keeping the throttle down. However, it turns out that's not the standard. I did a little poll and like 73% of people put it on the left. Drunken's got a great analogy right here where he says, it's like getting a cheeseburger, right? But then putting those gimbals in there is like just adding a little piece of bacon. Yeah, that's a cheeseburger with bacon. There we go. Now we're talking. I'm sure we guys can all appreciate that. Although that bacon is costing you $109.99, and it's bright blue and made out of CNC metal. But yeah, that's a great analogy right there.